What's up, what's going on, legends? It's your boy Errl Shatter here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the weapon the pro players recently banned in the Call of Duty League. I was actually fairly surprised by this, and I think you guys will be as well. But before we jump into today's video, if you guys do enjoy this content at any time, make sure you guys show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw an easy goal of 20 likes on today's video. Also, if you guys are interested in finding your way back to the channel for more Modern Warfare or Warzone content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Now, I jumped into some public matches or some ground war, and I actually put together the same class setup that the pros were running, and the weapon that we're talking about today is the AUG. I know some of you guys out there think the AUG is an amazing weapon. Some of you guys out there may even think it's overpowered. I think it's very underwhelming, and especially when you have the restrictions that the pro players have, this weapon just truly can't dominate the way it could if you were able to build the right class. I really think the only way this weapon is good is if you're running the 5.56 ammo, and the pro players do not run those ammo conversions at all. Actually, it's kind of interesting. The reason that they were even trying to use the AUG is because the MP5 has recently gone through some huge nerfs, or big changes, I should say. The nerfs aren't really that big, but it does mostly affect the competitive league. And they've been using the MP5 for the entirety of the game so far, so about 7 or 8 months. Now with the Uzi slowly coming into play the last month or so, with the ammo conversion, we saw a ban to the Merc foregrip, to some of these ammo conversions, the 10mm rounds for even the MP5. But on top of that, it was obviously influencing some of the pros out there to try out some different weapons. So we saw some pros scrimming using the AUG, and we're having some pretty decent luck with it. I think that a lot of players out there felt like it might be overpowered, and the reality is these players are just really good, and whatever weapon they put their hands on, they're going to do well with it. And I think that's the situation with the AUG. Across the board, I don't think the class setup that they were running is really overpowered. I honestly think the MP5 is definitely quite a bit better. The MP5 actually has a 78 millisecond ADS time that's faster with both the class setups if you're comparing them. So you're going to be able to ADS faster with the MP5. The hipfire accuracy is quite a bit better with the MP5 as well. And honestly, I don't really see any reason why they would use an AUG. And if they were going to use an AUG, they would be at a disadvantage. And so I don't see why players would have any issue with letting people use something that would put them at a disadvantage. I feel like that's something you would want. You would want your opponents using something that you know isn't as good as what you're using and gives you that competitive advantage, like I said. So we saw them ban the AUG. It seemed like some of the players were kind of annoyed by this change. I think it kind of strikes the conversation that everything is getting GA'd, or gentleman's agreement. For those of you that don't know what that is, means basically the pro players all agree upon something being overpowered or that they don't want it to be used in the league, and most of them agree to it, and then they decide that that's going to be the way it is. And if other players don't kind of fall in line with that, they will get blacklisted from scrims, people won't want to play against them, things of that nature. And you kind of rely on scrims as a professional player in order to get warmed up or practice for those big tournament weekends. So you got to kind of follow the rules regardless of if you agree with them sometimes, and that's what the GAs are all about. So they decided to do that with the AUG, saying that it was too good. I think it was just a few players that were actually running it, and some people just felt like they were just insane with that weapon. So we're not going to see any changes to the meta as far as competitive Call of Duty is concerned. No more Uzis. The AUG's been banned. And like I said, I don't feel like this weapon is all that great. The MP5 is quite a bit better if you ask me, and I think that you'll probably want to stick with that. So the class setup that they were running for the AUG includes, for our barrel, we have the 407mm extended barrel, the Forge Tech CQB comb for the stock. The perk, we have to run sleight of hand. We're working with a 25 round magazine here. That thing is just absolutely terrible. You're going to be able to get 1 kill, possibly 2 if you hit your shots really, really accurately. But you're going to want to have that sleight of hand, because otherwise you're just not going to get anywhere with this weapon. And then for the rear grip, we have the stippled or stippled grip tape. And then for our underbarrel, we have that Ranger foregrip. This class setup is basically built around trying to increase that ADS time, which even with all of these attachments, it doesn't even compare to the MP5. And the AUG is just not a great weapon across the board. It's usable if you run the right setup and you're using the rifle ammunition. However, there's just so many better options I believe that there are out there. And I'm truly surprised that the pro players went as far as banning something that I just feel like doesn't really compete with what they're already using. But that's going to wrap things up for today's video. If you guys do enjoy this content at any time, like I said, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, if you guys want to find your way back to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any future content. Appreciate you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support of the channel, and I hope you all enjoy this gameplay.
there. Keep friendly UAV. Enemy. Join Delta.
Dude's gonna come back in here. I don't know where that dude just shot me from. Come on up. You're gonna come up? Let's go. Got a nuke.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I didn't know that.
UAV dropping in.
Thought I was too old. It's too old for that.
We got an enemy. You're needed an alpha. Friendly VTOL on station for Overwatch.
Who is shooting me? This dude shooting me through the fuck. Oh, he's got a juggernaut suit. I'm out of here.
Just set it out. That's not accepted.
Juggernaut's got. I'm not dying to that thing. Let's go. Was that dude just sitting there with the claymore? Oh my god. Boom, let's get it.
Stand down, lads. They've had enough for one day.
Let's freaking get it. Oh, those people got nuked. I'm at 59 and 2.